In the summer of 2019, an unexpected story captured the world's attention. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, expressed interest in buying Greenland, the world's largest island. While the idea may have seemed unusual or even humorous to some, it sparked intense discussion among politicians, diplomats, media outlets, and the global public. Greenland, an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark, is rich in natural resources, strategically located, and home to a small but resilient population. The Trump proposal became a fascinating case study in modern geopolitics, economics, and diplomacy, highlighting how territorial interest, strategic planning, and international relations intersect in surprising ways. The story begins with the strategic and economic significance of Greenland. Covering over 2.1 million square kilometers, Greenland is roughly 3 times the size of Texas, yet it has a population of just over 56,000 people. Its location between North America and Europe, and its proximity to the Arctic, makes it strategically valuable for military and economic reasons. The Arctic region is becoming increasingly important due to melting ice, new shipping routes, and the potential for untapped natural resources, such as rare earth minerals, oil, and gas. For centuries, Greenland has been under Danish control, but it has maintained home rule and greater autonomy since 1979, and full self-government since 2009, allowing it to control many of its internal affairs, while Denmark remains responsible for defense and foreign policy. Donald Trump's interest in Greenland became public in August 2019, when reports emerged that he had discussed the possibility of purchasing the island from Denmark. Unlike typical U.S. foreign policy actions, which involve treaties, negotiations, and military or economic agreements, this proposal was framed as a literal purchase, echoing historic examples like the Louisiana Purchase of 1803. While some saw it as a serious strategic consideration, others viewed it as a symbolic or provocative statement designed to make headlines. Trump himself defended the idea, suggesting that it would be a beneficial investment for the United States and a demonstration of America's global influence. The reaction from Denmark and Greenland was swift and unequivocal. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen responded that Greenland was not for sale and emphasized the sovereignty and autonomy of the island. Greenlandic officials also rejected the proposal, stressing that their people had no intention of changing political status or being sold to another country. This international backlash highlighted the sensitivity of territorial negotiations and the importance of respecting national and local governance. The idea of buying a sovereign territory, even an autonomous one, raised fundamental questions about diplomacy, consent, and international law. Geopolitically, the proposal underscored Greenland's growing importance in the Arctic region. As global warming reduces Arctic ice, new sea routes and opportunities for resource extraction emerge, attracting the attention of major powers, including the United States, China, and Russia. The U.S. military maintains strategic bases in Greenland, such as Thule Air Base, which monitors missile activity and provides early warning radar capabilities. Control or influence over Greenland could thus offer strategic leverage, positioning the United States to monitor Arctic developments more closely and secure shipping lanes in the future. Economically, Greenland has significant untapped potential. Its mineral deposits include rare earth elements, which are critical for electronics, renewable energy, and defense technologies. There are also potential reserves of oil and natural gas, though the harsh environment makes extraction challenging. Some analysts suggested that Trump's interest was motivated by these economic opportunities, envisioning Greenland as a long-term investment to secure access to strategic resources while expanding American influence in the Arctic. Culturally and socially, Greenland is unique. Its population consists largely of Inuit people, whose traditions, language, and way of life are integral to the island's identity. Any discussion of ownership or control of Greenland cannot ignore the voices of its residents. The outright rejection by Greenlandic leaders reinforced the principle that sovereignty and self-determination are not commodities for sale, even to powerful nations. This aspect of the story reminds us that international relations are not solely driven by economics and strategy. Human and cultural considerations are equally important. The media response to the proposal was extensive, with global outlets covering the story for weeks. Social media erupted with memes, debates, and speculation. Late-night comedians, political analysts, and international journalists all weighed in, some treating it as a joke, others analyzing its strategic implications. This media coverage amplified public awareness of Greenland, its geopolitical significance, and the potential consequences of the Arctic becoming a major theater of global competition. In the United States, the proposal was polarizing. Supporters argued that the purchase could enhance U.S. strategic and economic interests in the Arctic, provide a foothold for defense installations, and secure access to resources critical for national security. Critics dismissed it as unrealistic, a distraction from pressing domestic and international issues, or a misunderstanding of modern diplomacy. This division reflects broader debates about America's role in the world, approaches to foreign policy, and the use of presidential authority in international matters. The Greenland episode also demonstrated the limits of executive power in foreign affairs. While a president may express interest or initiate discussions, the acquisition of a territory requires negotiation, consent, and, in most cases, legislative approval. In this case, Denmark's refusal and Greenland's autonomy meant that the proposal could never proceed without violating fundamental principles of sovereignty and international law. This aspect provides an important lesson in how modern diplomacy works. Ambition alone is insufficient without collaboration, respect, and adherence to legal norms. Interestingly, the idea of purchasing Greenland is not entirely unprecedented in history. In 1946, the United States offered to buy Greenland from Denmark for $100 million, a proposal motivated by similar strategic concerns during the early Cold War. Denmark declined, valuing sovereignty and strategic cooperation over monetary compensation. Trump's proposal, therefore, can be seen as a modern echo of historical discussions, highlighting recurring themes in U.S. Greenland-Denmark relations. Beyond geopolitics and economics, the story highlights the importance of communication in diplomacy. Trump's approach, reportedly informal and publicized quickly, contrasted with traditional, discreet diplomatic negotiations. This unorthodox method generated headlines, but also strained relationships, demonstrating how communication style, timing, and context can influence international perceptions and reactions. Diplomacy is often about nuance, trust, and careful engagement, and this episode provides a vivid illustration of what happens when those conventions are disrupted. The story also prompted broader discussion about Arctic policy. Nations around the world are increasingly focused on and subscribe for more